So we've arrived in the second bay, which is sort of our bridge between the two work areas of the bay. And it really shows a lot of product that highlights all the different ways that we gather, all the different ways that we meet. So quite a few informal gathering meeting spaces, and then our formal conference room as well too. The first product that I want to highlight is the OFS LeanTo. OFS LeanTo just launched last year at NeoCon. It is definitely a more designed approach to the privacy pod. So it's got this beautiful wood shroud around the outside. That shroud is actually not structural, it's aesthetic. It can be removed if you'd like to remove it. A couple different options that we can add onto it. We can add a light that actually comes up from the back cushions and lights up the back of the unit. We can add power, we can add USB. We can also add these little shelves onto the side, these little tablets onto the side, or we can just bring up a little pull-up table instead. When sort of aligned along the wall, it creates this very beautiful built-in feeling to it. Or instead, you can put it right in the middle of the room. You can finish the back or even put whiteboard on the back to really create some great space division. And in our in our bay too, we've paired the LeanTo with a couple low back Scara chairs, our Rue table, and one of our Hinchata poofs. So, moving on from Heya, then we move to Coact, which you can see behind me. Coact is sort of making up our cafe area, our cafe space of this second bay. So we have Coact in this part of our space in sort of more of a banquette version, but Coact is a massive, massive collection. There are curved sectionals, there are high back sectionals, there are individual lounge pieces, there are tables incorporated in, we can incorporate power, there's 4 different leg options, there's endless options that we can do with Coact, so definitely click on the link below so that you can see all the different things that we can do with Coact. It's actually an extremely comfortable sit and it at a very affordable price point, so it continues to be one of our sort of most popular items. With Coact in our cafe area, we have the 1920 tables. We have our new Yelly chairs, also from OFS, and we're showcasing it with our Agile power beam to show how we can incorporate a little bit more power into sort of a place that you wouldn't normally expect power in a cafe area. So somebody can sort of plop down on that little perch pad and charge their phone while they're talking to people eating their lunch. So that's Coact in our cafe area. Beyond the cafe, we have our kitchen area, which definitely has become the magnet of our showroom. Everyone definitely gravitates there. In our kitchen area, we have our Kintra table with some Modelo stools. And then our entire kitchen cabinetry is actually OFS as well. It's actually mile marker cabinetry that we put a custom top on. So we have done that for healthcare settings. We've done it for break rooms. It's a quite diverse product category. Rounding out the rest of this second bay is sort of our transitional dining area / informal conference area with our Beck table, again, sort of more of a conference height this time instead of the cocktail height that you saw in the front. The Beck table has that same 3-piece wood base, a glass top. This time the glass is smoked. And then we just put an array of different chairs around it. One of our most popular chairs, the OFS Harpin. We have 3 different Leland chairs. We have the Leland Amadeus, the Leland Omina, and the Leland Rapsin. And then the 5th chair is actually our Sosego Teresa chair, which has the beautiful little sort of like burnt yellow seat pad on it. And then finally, in this section, we also have the brand new OFS Cosima chair. This is quickly becoming one of our favorite and most popular lounge pieces. It is, in our showroom, it's in stitched leather, but you can do obviously an array of different fabrics on it. But I want to call out a couple details with this. Definitely sits a little bit higher and a little bit deeper than a lot of our other lounge chairs out there. And it has this beautiful sort of overstuffed feeling to it. So all the edges have really been rounded. The stitching has been specially designed to really emphasize those rounded edges. Even the wood leg detail on the bottom is rounded. So it just creates this really comfy, overstuffed, curved look to it. Again, quickly becoming one of our most popular lounge collections. So the last part of this bay that I want to talk about is our conference room. It's actually our formal conference room. What I really want you to notice as we move into that conference room is the noise in this space and my voice in this space and how it reverberates. We've got a tin ceiling, we've got a glass wall, we've got hard flooring, which is not uncommon in any space. And so you can really start to hear how my voice echoes. And when you get more people in here, it just, again, increases that echo and that reverberation. As we move into the conference space, you will notice immediately a significant change. Our conference space is outfitted in Snowsound panels, both along the ceiling and along the walls too. Snowsound panels is an acoustical material which has a really high NRC rating. And you'll notice immediately as we move in there how it just deadens the reverberation time in that room. So let's go in there and check it out. We're in the conference room and you can immediately hear the difference in my voice. You can hear the reduction in the reverberation time. You can hear how it's not as echoey. Same tin ceiling, there's glass still in this room. The biggest difference is really that the ceiling is lined with our Snowsound acoustical panels, and then we have Snowsound acoustical panels on either side of our monitor behind me as well too. So Snowsound, I mentioned the NRC rating, that's the noise reduction coefficient rating. It has a 1.0 rating, which essentially means it absorbs 100% of the sound waves that hit it. So it is the highest performing acoustical product on the marketplace. And it does its job, as you can tell, extremely well. So really we're excited about this product, and it's definitely a game changer in this room and a game changer in any space that we put it in, really. A couple other things I want to call out in this conference room are the table and the chairs. These are both by OFS. The table is our OFS 11 wood series. Beautiful wood leg. And then the top is actually our reclaimed white oak finish. Actually spliced together leftover strips of white oak from the factory. So it's got a beautiful sustainable story to it, and it's just a really beautiful finish as well too. And then our OFS Pure chair, this is one of our newer conference chairs, extremely comfortable to sit in. Also has these beautiful upholstered arms as well too. So really great for a beautiful wood top or a glass top where you're a little bit worried about that contact with the arm against the table edge. So that is our formal conference room. Next up, we will move into the third and last bay, which is our last work area as well as our design studio.